And I've heard complaints from New Yorkers about landmen using unscrupulous tactics to obtain gas leases. Have you heard any of these complaints, and how do you feel about this?
I don't know anything about that. You know, I'm here in Washington, so I'm not in New York. I'm not part of the New York government. But that, based on what you just said, if there's any validity to that, then that's something again that needs to be looked at very carefully, and it needs to be secured. It needs to be make sure that those kinds of things are not being done.
And also, a resident of the Southern Tier told me that that your wife represents landmen, and I wanted to know if you knew about that, and if maybe she knew a way that we could get in touch with some to interview, because you know I don't think that they have a chance to defend themselves against some of these claims, and we would like to maybe
Landmen?
Landmen or salesmen from gas companies.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that's something you could find out very easily. I mean, they must be public, so you must be able to get in touch with them very easily. Now, whether they would be willing to come and talk to you, I don't know. But nevertheless, that's something that I would recommend that you engage in, because you know all of this has got to be done, as we've been saying, in an open and honest way, and it's got to be done very carefully. The state of New York is, as we said, examining this situation. They're looking into it very carefully. They haven't come to any conclusions. We're anticipating that they will come up with the appropriate decisions in this either sometime later this year or sometime next year. And all of that is because of the fact that they are now looking into this much more carefully than they started to in the beginning. And one of the reasons they're looking into it much more carefully is because of the recommendations that I have made to them, and how we have talked about the need to secure the safety of federal laws, put those back into place. I've also asked the Department of Environmental Protection to look at the false analysis that was produced during the Bush administration on this issue, to do an examination of the results of that analysis, and to come up with the things that are really accurate and safe and secure. All of those things are in the process, and we're going to continue to do that. I'm going to be late for these votes unless I can leave now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I just, you know, if you know of any way, I don't know if you did know that your wife's involvement with the landmen, but if, you know, if in any way you think that maybe she would be able to facilitate some contact between us.
Well, let me look into it and see.
Yeah, that would be excellent.
Okay.
You know, because we are involved with property owners in various aspects of this. This is a huge issue in New York right now.
Oh, it is a huge, believe me, I know it's a huge issue, and nobody has done more to try to protect this and to make sure that it's done in an honest and open and safe way than I have. And no one is continuing to do it the way that I am. I am dedicated to this, and I'm doing everything I can to make sure that this is handled in the right way.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Not at all. It's a pleasure. Thank you.